In this video, we will be covering Joule's law of heating, its applications, and few numericals related to Joule's law of heating. Now see, when current is passed through any conductor, after few interval of time, it starts to generate heat. You can say electric bulb, tube, or any appliance, even a mobile charger also. If current is passed through any of these, after few period of time, they start to generate heat. So Joule law was given on this phenomenon only. Now see what is Joule's law of heating. According to Joule's law of heating, heat produced in a conductor or resistor is directly proportional to square of current. So you must you all must write down that according to Joule's law of heating, heat produced in a conductor is directly, we can make 3 points over here. Conductor is first point, directly proportional to square of current. The first point given by him was this, that it is directly proportional to square of current. Second point was directly proportional to resistance. And third point was that it is directly proportional to time. Directly proportional to time. So the formula that we are getting here is that he told that H is directly proportional to square of current. That means I square, right? Directly to resistance. Here's the R, and directly to T. Small t, I'm making small t. So this is the formula given by Joule's law of heating, that H heat produced is equal to I square R and T, right? The SI unit of heat is Joule only. So you can write SI unit is Joule, or you can simply write capital J also, Joule or capital J. Now there can be some different formulas also for heat. The main formula is I square RT. Fine. We know that V is equal to IR, right? So by applying those values, we have different formulas of heat also. Heat can be equal to V square by RT also. So heat can be of two types. Heat formula can be of two types, I square RT also and V square by RT also. Fine. Now S unit is Joule, and this is the formula of heat, I square RT and V square by RT. Now we'll be discussing applications of Joule's law of heating. See, now heating effect of current has many applications. An electric iron, electric toaster, electric oven, electric heater are some familiar devices which applies the heating effect of current. It is also used to produce light in electric bulb. See, we have electric bulb at our homes. Okay? The filament, it is made up of tungsten. Why tungsten? Because it has very high melting point. Because due to heat generated in it, the material should be of such that it should have high melting point. Because it would be having low melting point, it will be melting at very low temperature, and the bulb will be getting fused over and over again. This you have to remember the applications. That application is main. It is used in iron, electric iron, toaster, oven, any appliance that uses heating effect of current. That is the applications of Joule's law of heating. Okay, in electric bulb, it is used to produce light also. Now we'll be just discussing a few numericals on Joule's law of heating. So here's a numerical that an electric kettle has a resistance of 10 ohm. So you can write that R is given to you 10. Write the given things first. So we will write R is equal to 10 first. It takes current of 2 ampere. Symbol of current was I. So I is equal to 2 ampere. Next, you have to find heat in 10 seconds. So you have time also, that is 10 seconds. The formula of heat, as we have uh, known the formula of heat in this video only, that heat is equal to I square RT. So we will just write the formula that we know that H is equal to I square, heat is equal to I square RT. So I square is 4, 2 plus 2 square is 4, R is 10 and time is also 10. So 4 into 10 into 10. So 10 tens are 100, 100 and 100 fours are 400. So answer to this numerical would be 400, would be equal to 400 joule. So this is the how you are going to apply Joule's law of heating in numericals.